Hello my cuties! Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we are going to be using some water slides. I do have another video of how to seal your water slide. I use an inkjet printer and I use a clear spray paint. I will also have that in the description. But right now, after I have sealed it, I am just going to let it soak a little bit in some lukewarm water. I find that it is easier for the backing to release when I use the larger sheets as I am doing here. So this is one of my favorite images. So I decided to put this on some white water slide paper. So as you see here, I'm kind of just testing it out, kind of pulling a little bit on it just to make sure that my edges are actually removed, that my backing actually came off. So now what I am going to do, I am just going to start pulling very gently on the backing and kind of just holding down that image a little bit so that it can transfer on to the tumbler. So you do want to do this very carefully when you are using an image as big as this one. It is a little bit trickier, so do have some patience with yourself. Um, this took me a couple of tries, as you can see, and you want to also make sure you do put a little bit of water on your tumbler just so that it has a little bit more of a slip so that when you go to put down your image, it can help transition smoothly onto your tumbler. So after this, I am going to take a silicone brush and kind of just squeegee out all of the water of the backing and all of the water that I had originally put down to help that paper slide on smoother. Um, the reason I used a white background on the white water slide paper. Sorry, I can't think of my words today. um, so the reason I used the white is I wanted a solid image. So if I would have gone with the transparent, I would have seen the metallic part of my tumbler. You can do this with a transparent, and also you can glitter your background if you would like. I just chose this as an option, and I liked how it looked in the end. So I am going to start off a little bit with my hand to kind of just press down and kind of align it to make sure that my sides are pretty even, pretty straight, and my image doesn't look kind of out of place on it. So after I do that, I am just going to double check on my sides and my bottom, my top, making sure everything is okay. And now I am just going to grab that silicone brush. As you can see, there are a little bit of wrinkles. You do want to do this very carefully. I do get it wet a little bit just so that it's glides over that water slide paper and it won't kind of snag on it and take the paper with you. And this is to take out the water from beneath it, because you do want to take out the water before you epoxy your tumbler. Otherwise, you would have water bubbles, and that would be very bad. So yes, just kind of use your hand, use the silicone brush, whatever's easiest for you. You can also use a paper towel to kind of just smooth everything out, make sure everything is out and covered on your tumbler. So once I finish squeegeeing out all of the water, I am going to put a layer of glitter on that metallic part in the back. Um, my image didn't fully wrap around my tumbler, but that's okay because I am going to add a little bit of glitter to the um, metallic part so that it is more uniform and it looks a lot better and it won't just have that giant piece of stainless steel. So before I add my glitter, I am going to take my X-Acto knife and carefully try to remove some of that excess piece. And as you can see, now I am going to go in with my chalk paint so that I can prep my area here that is going to have glitter. And I am going to do this very carefully since I um, can't put tape on my water slide area because then it will lift. So you could have glittered your tumbler, epoxied your tumbler, sanded it down to have a smooth surface, and then add your water slide. But like always, I have to make things a little harder. But yes, you just want to have your surface, or if you are using a large enough piece that your water slide wraps around and you don't want to add any glitter, that's also an option if you have that size of paper. But I didn't. So this is what I came up with so that I can cover up that stainless steel part of the tumbler. So, like I said, I'm just going to do this very carefully. And when I was doing this, I did notice I was getting it a little bit onto the water slide. But um, then I kind of thought, like, hey, I'm going to put some vinyl stripes. So that's pretty much how I covered that. You can find simple ways to cover up some of your mistakes. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. So after that, I am going to add some Mod Podge, and I am going to be using one of my most favorite glitters of all time. This is the Baddie Mix from um, Myra Makes It. I am not sure if she still has it in her shop, but I will have it in the description in my glitter favorites, the shops that I usually buy from. I love this color because it's kind of like a bluish, purplish, pinkish color, and I thought it went really well with the colors of the background in the image that I used. So I am going to let this dry, obviously pat it down because it is a chunky glitter so that we can have that smooth um, epoxy layer when we go to epoxy it. So I am just going to wipe off the glitter from the water slide area, and I am going to let this dry, and then I'm going to go in with another coat of glitter, and then I am going to epoxy my tumbler. So now I am just going to put my name on it. So I usually take my tumblers to work. So now that I work in a school, I can just put my last name on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here I am just going to put my name on some backing. I have this in, I believe I have like a pink offset on this. Um, I did make this a, a bit ago. So, yes, I have this on a pink background, and this was such a pain to remove the backing from. So, I am going to spare you guys and kind of speed ahead. So, this blue vinyl is super cute. It matches with the glitter, and the pink also matches with the glitter. So, the pink vinyl, I did get it off of Amazon, but it is from the Tech Wrap company. Sorry, like I said, I cannot speak today. um, I don't exactly remember what font I used, but if I do remember, I will have it in the description. I get most of my fonts off of Creative Fabrica because it's super easy to just download and install into my computer and use on my Cricut. So then I am going to go with some striping of that same holographic vinyl. This is also from Tech Wrap, and I believe I got it off of Amazon. I will have that in the description below as well, so that if you guys like these colors, you can purchase them on my from the Amazon list that I have. For some reason, I can't make a list with different categories now, so everything is separate. I do apologize for that. I did try my very best to name them of the materials that I use more common, like keychains, lanyards, tumblers. There's some different craft supplies that I have used. So, or I will also put it under the vinyl section in my description. I do try to keep it pretty organized for you guys and not so you won't have to look um keep looking into the description. So everything is categorized in there, and um yeah, I hope you guys can find what you are looking for there. So after this, I am going to just do another coat of epoxy. You can seal this with some quick coat from CC DIY. If you notice that your vinyl is kind of lifting, you can seal it so that your vinyl won't lift once you go to epoxy. So this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Love you!